Hello YouTube, it's still Christmas, Saturday, December 25th, 7:20 p.m. It's 2021. For some reason you're watching this video years later, and for some reason I'm still doing this shit. To be honest, I've kept this up longer than I ever really thought that I would. Although, to be honest, when I first started this, my brain was such a scrambled mess, I hadn't even really given that any thought. So I'm walking northbound on 27th Avenue. I'm a little bit north of Camelback Road. As I'd stated in the last video, I'm trying to get to Bullocks, and since it's on a Saturday schedule, I figured the probably best route would be to do the 44 to the 50 to the 60. And to be fair, I didn't even compare when I was over in that 1 mile of Camelback Road where I can transfer from the 50 to the 60. I didn't even compare. Didn't even check the app to see, how long I would be sitting there waiting for the 60. It just kind of occurred to me that as many mishaps as I've had on that transfer of buses not showing up when they're supposed to, or just having what feels like an excessively long wait for a 60 as several 50s drive by. That, also keeping in mind that Wendy's is probably closed. It just occurred to me that it would be better, at least for tonight, to take the Route 50 all the way over to 27th Avenue and then see how long I'd be waiting for the Route 27, which I did. And when I got off the bus, I was looking at about an 18-minute wait. And to be honest, I think it's less than an 18-minute walk. So, you think as much as I walk that I would kind of have a firm number in my head as far as how many minutes it takes to walk a mile or a quarter mile, half mile or whatever. I don't know, I'm at like 2:28 on the timer of this video, and I'm at Coulter, which is a quarter mile, but I was a little bit north of Camelback by the time I got my camera out and started filming, so I don't know. I really don't know. In fact, maybe timing this next quarter mile will give me a better clue of how long it takes, because it was about 2:30 at Coulter, so 4 times however long it takes for me to walk up to the Missouri is how long it takes me to walk a mile. I feel like I'm walking at a pretty standard pace for me right now. Not exactly extra brisk, but I'm not leisurely strolling either. So every now and then I love to plug the channels. Just got to think of it as I'm walking up 27th Avenue in this part of town. Every now and then I love to plug the channels Lizard Hunter and Lizard Gang. I'm kind of shocked I've ever met this guy yet, just because obviously we cover, even though we don't really cover the same channel content at all, we do cover a lot of the same ground. And those who are familiar with the Lizard Hunter channel or the Lizard Gang channel, I would imagine recognize the scenery in front of me here. On that note, it's pretty quiet on the track tonight. but who knows? I might walk past a lizard between here and Bullocks. So on a completely different and unrelated topic, I found something at the bus stop, and it's in horrible, horrible shape. So now I'm kind of, that was unnerving. Just got past my 2 assholes drag racing, which is really scary because there's really not much that separates me as a pedestrian on the sidewalk from the people driving up 27th Avenue. And, wow. Yeah, that was unnerving, to say the least. I mean, normal traffic going by at like 40, 45 miles per hour is kind of unnerving, but those guys, holy shit, they were going fast. I felt quite the rush of wind from coming. Wow, that was unnerving. Fucked up my whole train of thought. Where was I? So anyway, yeah, I found something at the bus stop that I've really been wanting. And now that I've got one, it's in a horrible, horrible condition, and I'm like really. Now I feel like I really, really need to make some effort to find one that's in good shape. But I found the last Phoenix bus book, Valley Metro bus book. I believe I've got some of these going back to a time before it was called Valley Metro, when it was called Phoenix Transit. But anyway, says this on it, moving on, the final printed transit book. So I'm really looking forward to glancing at that. At this point, I think these, I don't see a date on it. I don't see a date on it. I'm willing to bet that it's already outdated. I forget when the last signs were that said that routes were going to be changing at a particular date, but it seems like it wasn't that long ago. Like sometime in November or something. And I feel like there's even been a more recent change than that on the Route 17 McDowell Road bus, because it doesn't seem like that long ago that, okay, so let's see, it's 6:30, like 6:30 something, sorry, I'm just wanting to figure out how long it takes me to walk. So it was like 6:30 something right now on the timer, and it was 2:30 something when I was in Coulter, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so about 4 minutes per quarter mile. So 8 minutes for a half mile, about 16 minutes for a mile. That's my average walking speed. I should remember this. Well, I just heard gunshots. Awesome. There's some music coming off in the distance. I love that wall, that decorative brick wall. This is one I see featured in the Lizard Hunter and Lizard Gang videos a lot, with the working girls posted up there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I've walked over a half mile and haven't seen. I want to say I haven't seen any women walking. I did see one woman walking. I'm pretty sure she was not a working girl. So. Heck, I remember even in one of my videos catching a pretty attractive looking chocolate bunny posted up in front of that pink building. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, minutes. So I figure about 16 minutes to walk a mile. That's my kind of average rate. So yeah, I guess it didn't really save me much time walking versus taking the bus, because it would have been about, I think I was looking at like an 18-minute wait for the next bus. Of course, you know, that's just the wait. That doesn't include the roughly 2 to 3 minutes it takes to travel a mile on a bus on this road. So anyway, yeah, about this transit. Oh, so I was going to say that I think the Route 17 changed. I forget what day it was. I want to say Wednesday afternoon. I had a pretty, as memory serves, I had a pretty dysfunctional day on Wednesday, which was largely due to just Merry Christmas. Saw one. And she didn't even say anything back. And I said Merry Christmas to her. Oh well. She's really cute too. Really, really cute. Dark and cute. That's the way I like them. All right, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so the Route 17, it was Wednesday. I was hoping to catch the general manager over at the U-Haul at 24th Street and McDowell, which has a big sign up in front that says, now hiring, $100 cash bonus, get paid today, blah, 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 which, so far I've gone there 3 times, and there's not been anybody I could talk to about getting hired, so I'd like to take them up on that offer. I really would, but Yeah. Yeah, and to be fair, this is the week before Christmas, so yeah, a lot of upper managers are not working on this week. It is what it is. Well, I mean, last week, you know, it's Christmas. Saturday of Christmas now. Anyway, what I noticed on Wednesday when I was taking the train there, yeah, several times I've taken the 17 from home on into Phoenix, and generally speaking, if I'm planning on taking the 17, I will I'll walk down the old Crosscut Canal Greenbelt down to the bus stop by the 7-Eleven there at 48th Street. I'm already up to Montebello. I only got a quarter mile more to go until I get to Bethany. Anyway, so I'll walk to that stop there, 48th Street in McDowell, and then catch a bus going eastbound to, you know, wherever I'm going or wherever I'm transferring. And it always seemed to me that all the buses were running that far east. It always seemed to me that the point of not all buses going was 52nd Street. Like every bus going east on McDowell went to at least 52nd Street, with the ones that go east of 52nd Street going all the way to Pima. And for those who are unfamiliar with that whole phenomenon, each city in the valley handles their own transit, even though it looks like it's all bundled under one system. It's really not. And the routes that go east through Phoenix into Scottsdale, not all of them go into Scottsdale, because Scottsdale's not interested in providing that much public transportation. So a lot of the bus routes only go to whatever point that they go in East Phoenix, and anything beyond that, you've got to sit and wait for the next bus that's actually going all the way. Which for me is extremely frustrating, because like at Indian School, for some reason that point is 32nd Street, even though you don't actually enter Scottsdale until 64th Street. Yeah, the majority of the buses don't go past 32nd Street, which has been a pain in my ass on many occasions. Even like my last, even, you know, years before this period of not having. There's number 2 of not having transportation. That looks like she'd be really cold in that outfit, because she was showing a lot of dark skin there. But anyway, nothing like a half-naked black woman to make me lose my train of thought. Yeah, so there were times where my car was broken down and I took Lily to school on the bus. Or more often than not, actually, I would take Lily to school in a Lyft. So I wanted to make sure we actually got her there on time. I actually got her there in time, but didn't really feel like spending that kind of money on a return trip. So I'd come back by bus, and her school is at 12th Street, and and Indian School. So in my mind, oh yeah, this is an easy ride back. I just catch the Indian School bus, take it over to 44th Street, and then take the Route 44 southbound. Take the Route 44 southbound to Oak, and I'm home. And almost every time that I did that, I ended up getting stuck at 32nd Street, waiting for the next bus that actually went farther east than that. And sometimes it wasn't the next bus, like it'd be the third bus down Indian School that actually got me farther than that. Wow, amazing how many people are loitering in front of the strip mall. I never really walked through the strip mall before. I generally, occasionally only go to that Savers. Bought my Les Lasers player at that Savers, by the way. was it DVL 740 or something. It's one that plays DVDs and Laserdisc, so pretty awesome shit. Anyway, sorry, I digress, but I just can't help but notice the reality of what I'm walking past. Anyway, I'm almost to Bullock's. Yeah, this was definitely faster than waiting for the bus. Anyway, point I'm trying to get to, which I keep getting sidetracked from, is it seems like within the last couple of weeks, that point where not all McDowell buses go east of in Phoenix, which for many, many, many years has been 52nd Street, which has been perfect for me. Like, that's that gets me to Circle K, that gets me to the side street that takes me to my landlord's place, that gets me to what the hell you call it, Gypsy's Roadhouse. It gets me to Castaways. Like, yeah, 52nd Street is just perfect. I'm generally not going to Scottsdale, as much as I wish every bus would take me all the way to Scottsdale. I think Phoenix has made another transit cut, and now that point is 44th Street, which sucks ass for me, because like, if I'm going eastbound, I want to at least make it to 48th Street if I'm going home. But yeah, on Wednesday, as I was heading to wow, there's a lot of standing water here. On Wednesday, as I was headed to try to catch up with the general manager of the U-Haul about a job there, I did a transfer to a 44, and I had to sit there for a while waiting for it to start. And the driver didn't speak English, so she couldn't really explain what was going on. In fact, what little bit of English she said made me think that the bus wasn't running, as in like the bus was malfunctioning, not running. But I think what she was trying to convey to me in her broken English was that the bus wasn't supposed to leave yet, and that she was staging up at 44th Street, waiting until it's time for her to go, instead of where that staging point used to be at 52nd Street. And that's what got confirmed to me when I clicked on that bus in the transit app. Anyway, kind of excited. That's the last bus book, and it's been replaced by the app. And I'm hoping that there's some information in there relevant, to how it's being replaced by the app. But kind of an end of an era. I'm glad I've got one. And now that I have one that's kind of trashed, I really want to find one that's nice. Anyway, I'm at Bullock's. It appears to be open, so hopefully, maybe, just maybe, I'll do me an extra karaoke show tonight. If not, I'll have some beers and try to get myself in a better mood and have a little bit less lonely Christmas.